6 daily spine stretches, standing, seated, and laying down. We'll start by standing with our feet hip-width apart or feet together, reaching those arms up and over to your left. Now, before you do any movement, make sure those abs are pulled in. And let's go right over to the other side. Abs are pulled in, lifting up and out of the hips. Go ahead and lower those arms down now, reaching both arms in front of you. Abs pull in and then open to your left. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Notice how I emphasize pulling the abs in and also breathing with the movements. So important to deliver oxygen to our body by taking those nice deep breaths. Hips are fairly stable. Another variation here, fingertips behind our ears and rotating side to side. And it can be a more fluid movement like this or pausing in the center. Arms back down again, rounding forward now, stretching the spine. Abs pull in, rounding down. Now, if you feel that tightness in the hamstring and it's just too much, go ahead and bend your knees like this. But make sure that entire spine is relaxed all the way through the neck. Completely relax. Abs pull in first as you round all the way up and shoulders back at the top. Reaching the arms up, slight arch back. Think about simply just lifting the chest up. Hands on the lower back is another variation here just for support as we lift the chest up. And I'll show you one more variation. Hands behind our head, bending the knees, hips back, and chest up. Just let the weight of your head rest in your hands. You'll be surprised what a great stretch this is. And then just straighten up and drop the hands down. Next set of stretches will be seated. So go ahead and sit with those knees bent, sitting very tall as you twist to the side, taking those deep breaths. Slowly unwind when you're ready, and then over to the other side. Simple spine stretch seated. Next one I'm going to show you, you can go ahead and shift onto your hands and knees for cat and cow stretch. Abs pull in first as always. That's going to make your spine round. Chin to the chest, tucking the tailbone under. And then let that lower back kind of sink, tailbone up and chin up. It's your exhale that again pulls the abs in, rounding that spine as much as you can. Just like any stretch, it's going to look a little bit different for everyone depending on your range of motion, your flexibility. Here's another angle, rounding and lifting the chin. The key is creating mobility in that spine. Movement side to side now. So keeping the spine fairly level, parallel to the ground. I want you to think about shortening the distance from rib to hip on one side, while lengthening the side from rib to hip on the other side. And we're going back and forth. Again, those nice fluid movements are just great. After a few of those, we'll go ahead and sit back in child's pose. Relax your spine. So your spine should naturally round here. The knees can be together or apart. For a more restful stretch, you can go ahead and bring those arms around you, allowing those shoulders just to kind of fold towards the floor. Okay, moving into our last exercise, opposing stretch here in this set. Laying on the stomach, hands beside the chest, lifting the chest just off the floor. Think of reaching the chest away from your hips. And then you can lower down, no need to hold it long. And then you can also get to the point where those arms are nice and straight, fuller stretch for that spine. And then just go ahead and melt down. All right, the last set of exercises I'd like to show you is laying on our back, knees to the chest. Go ahead and drop them to either side and just let the weight of your legs stretch your back. Opposite arm is open to the side, opening the shoulder, and you can look in either direction. Use your abdominals to carry those knees to the other side, and then once you get there, just rest. It's okay if that opposite shoulder is off the floor. Be in tune with your body. This should feel good. It should be very restful. All right, knees back to the chest. This time we're going to round forward, really press into those abs. Chin to the chest, knees to your nose. You can hold that as long as you want. And then back down, rest. And then lifting the hips up. Here, you can choose to lift the hips as high as you want. Once again, whatever works for your body, for your spine. Deep belly breathing as you hold that stretch and then rounding down. And while we're here, go ahead and just drop those knees side to side at your own pace. Right away, you should feel this. It is a great way to just kind of loosen up the lower back and hips a little further. Thanks so much for watching today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.